Hey there, Internet. It's been a while since I've done this. A couple of months, actually. My name, as always, is Cougar Draven. And, I got something to talk about today. So let's get started, huh? Shouldn't take too long. Not more than maybe 10 or so minutes, and that's assuming I, ramble, which I'm aware I do, and, I'll warn you ahead of time. I've been up for 24 hours. Actually, 25 as of half an hour ago. So, given that I've been up for well over a day, I may ramble just a little bit, but I'll try to keep it short. I've got a counter up here on the top to show me how long it's taking me to babble at you, and I'm not going to cut any of this because, like I said, I'm tired. I really couldn't give a shit. I've just got an opinion that came to me yesterday or the day before, and I decided that since I have this shiny new piece of equipment here, that I'll show it off as best I can. Ignore the train sounds if you can. So, Mitt Romney. Never really cared for Mittens in the first place. I thought he was a mediocre choice for the candidate. He was much less divisive than the other choices in the field for the Republican nomination, so I thought maybe he would be relatively benign. But in order to appeal to his base, in order to appeal to that, conservative core, those outliers that originally wanted guys like Rick Santorum and Rick Perry to get in, God help us all. In order to appeal to them, he chose Paul Ryan for his running mate. Paul Ryan is a senator from Wisconsin, a state little to the north of where I'm at right now. It's the state that produced Scott Walker. I can't really say anything bad about it. I got some friends who live there. They say it's a nice place. But the politics situation sucks, just like in, Michigan, where I'm originally from. But that said, I thought about it for a minute, and I realized that, there's this joke going around that Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan are the white bread ticket, because they're the rich white guys who want to keep other rich white guys in power, and, give them tax cuts. Like Paul Ryan, it's shown as plain and pretty clearly that he wants to increase taxes for a majority of Americans, but still cut them for Americans who make something like, the top 5% of income, I think is what it was. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I'm not currently connected to the internet. But it strikes me as really bizarre that we would elect a man like that to office in the first place, and let alone, but I guess it doesn't surprise me after all, because the people who control elections are the ones who buy the most ad space, and they're the ones who have the most money, and they're the ones who stand to gain the most under Mitt Romney's plan, or rather Paul Ryan's tax plan. He wants to cut Medicare. I'm against that. He's voted against same-sex marriage. Oh, how am I against that? I can't even count the ways I am against that. But that's not what this is about. This is about a civil war. I'm going to wait a minute here, because apparently I didn't plan that thoroughly. There is a train going by right there, so I'm going to give it a moment. It is currently 6:19 in the morning, by the way. I realized something the other day. When looking at a picture of, the assembled candidates, Mr. Romney and Mr. Ryan, I realized something, and that's that Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan bear a striking resemblance in the way they act towards each other and towards the American people as a certain comic book presidential candidate and vice presidential candidate, and that would be Gary Callahan and Josh Free from Transmetropolitan. Now, I seriously doubt it's going to go that far. I doubt that Paul Ryan is a 2-year-old clone grown, 2-year-old clone grown in a vat. That's a bit far-fetched to assume, but the thing about Transmetropolitan is Transmetropolitan takes place, this particular portion of it takes place during an election year where the previous election cycle has been dominated by a very bad president. They call him the Beast. And they call him the Beast because he openly mocks everything about America. He gets to the point where by the end of his tenure, he is refused Secret Service protection because there are that many attempts on his life in such a short period of time. And so obviously they want him out of office. And so the main character of Transmetropolitan Spider Jerusalem arranges to have the Smiler bring him down. And he does eventually bring him down, though not with Josh Free as his vice presidential candidate. He does not Gary Callahan is elected president. He turns out to be worse. He does not care. He is an amoral, vicious bastard. And I'm concerned that that's what Mitt Romney is going to turn out to be like. I mean, he's kind of a milquetoast. I mean, really, he is. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, and a lot of the mainstream Republican ticket doesn't know. Now, this is the thing where I disagree with where I've changed a lot. This is not very comfortable. Pardon my movement. This is something where I don't agree all the time on what I used to. I used to be a dyed-in-the-wool liberal. Like straight, vote Democrat every election, But it's gotten a lot more complicated, and I find myself heading down the middle of the road. Because I can see why President Obama, while he's done the best I think that he could do with what he could work with, I can see why there is so much left to be desired, and I don't know. That's not the topic for this video. The topic for this video is that I'm concerned that Mitt Romney is a terrible choice for President of the United States. It is a serious concern of mine. Now, obviously, you don't have to agree with me. That's not the point. Why would I, post videos, I post a video, this is my opinion on the matter. You're free to discuss and comment, and I really hope I do get some commentary on this, because, it's just something it's something I'm passionate about. I'm a very politically motivated individual, and as of late, I've been missing out on the election cycle, and I want that to end. So, with that in mind, I'm going to start recording videos more regularly. A lot of the time I'm going to be talking about comics. I have an interesting topic that I want to talk about tomorrow, or rather later tonight is probably when I'll record it. But I have a topic I want to talk about, and I don't want to spoil it. It's something I've been working on for a while, and I don't want to spoil it. But, I'm hoping to record more videos and get more views and eventually get more viewership so that I can, do some things that I want to do. Get a good interaction going with people. I realize I'm not the best talker in the world. I'm very easily distracted. I'm tired as hell right now. But with a little luck, this just might work, and you guys and me, we'll get along just fine, won't we? Right? Now, I'm going to finish this recording up, and I'm going to rest for a while, and I'm going to upload this, and then we're going to see where it goes from there. You guys all have a great day, and I'll see you again later.